We proceed to the definition of man-in-middles. What is man-in-middles? Man-in-middles is type of cybersecurity that allow the attack to airdrop between the target. The attacker take a place between two legitimately communication hosts, allowing the attacker to listen to conversations that should be normally not be able to listen. Hence, the name we call man in middle.
There are three importance of data security. The first one is preventing the theft of data. Usually, man-in-the-middle hackers steal important information that harms an organization in variety of ways. Hackers must be able to slip through the crack for a period of time in order to attack real-time data flow. The second one is to maintain business continuity. In order to maintain the business continuity, IT team have to assist organization to prevent from the man-in-the-middle attack, such as focus to restore business operation and be prepared for backup the data online and offsite backup. So last one is to prevent data breach. Since man-in-the-middle may easily access the server, data breach can sometimes maliciously remove all of the data. On the employee side, the IT team must play a role to ensure that automated external backup systems are in place on a regular basis to prevent losing important data. It's necessary to back up your data so that it can be restored quickly.
Okay, next, I want to talk about privacy protection at workplace that related to man in the middle. There are a number of areas in which an employer's practice may ultimately violate an employee privacy right and in the workplace. Although the following summary summarizes the most important existing federal regulation and general rules that may restrict and affect employers' activity. It is important to keep in mind to check states' laws and constitutions as well. Privacy protection is one of the most factors that must be taken into consideration when forming a good organization, particularly in the case of the man in the middle. This is due to possibility of irresponsible parties invading our privacy for personal gain. As savvy employees, we must provide some safeguard to ensure that our personal information is always secure.
How to prevent your data secure from the man in the middle. The first is transparent privacy policy. Every company must have a privacy policy that applies to all employees, whether they work remotely or on-site. The privacy policy must clearly state which employee data is collected and stored for records. It must also state why this data is being collected. Finally, the policy must include all information concerning the storage, access, and use of this personal information. Point number 2 is restricted access to employees' personal data. Companies must keep track of their employees' personal information for a variety of reasons. They are responsible for safeguarding this information at all costs. As a result, only authorized individuals should have access to employee information. It is critical to ensure that the data is secure and will not be used for malicious purposes. Point number 3. Protected devices. Other information about employees is also at risk while they are at work. Their data could be stolen directly from their devices via malware and phishing. Again, the employer is responsible for providing protected device to its employees. Every device used in the workplace must have a firewall as well as up-to-date antivirus and anti-malware software. Last point is secure access. Each employee must be assigned a workplace identity, which makes them anonymous on the network. Employees must log in using the company's username and password. This will help to safeguard their identity and data. Using two-factor authentication is also a good idea for protecting employees' privacy. For example, this ensures that no one has unauthorized access to an employee's workspace.
Now this is end of our video. Let me conclude all things about man in middles. Data security is concerned with the ability and integrity of data. Whereas data privacy is concerned with confidentiality and use of your data, data protection and privacy law are becoming more strictly globally, as are the standard to which business must adhere. Every employee is liable for the protection of the employee privacy. For that, he must make sure to collect only the required information and protect it with restricted access. In addition, he should provide secure device and network to his employee to ensure their privacy. Thank you and goodbye.